Hey everybody, welcome to One Flight Down Basement Beer Tastings. Today, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow, we're going to be looking at a beer from Guinness. Not the one we all know and love, though. No, this is a Guinness Nitro cold brew coffee beer. All right, so I took a little trip to the liquor store earlier trying to find an Irish beer that I could do for a St. Patrick's Day episode. Trying to find an Irish beer I'd never had before. A couple days ago, I did a local beer of ours from here in Winnipeg that had a kind of an Irish flavor to it. But I wanted to find an Irish beer. And when I got there, it's kind of all your usual suspects, Guinness, Kilkenny, Smithwick's, all the regulars. I find that's the one drawback to finally getting a great, robust craft beer scene here in my part of the world, is I find that the selection of imports isn't as big as it used to be, or you don't find stuff you've never seen before. It's pretty rare, right? It's the import selection is not quite what it used to be. But I did find something today, a variation on Guinness. This is the Guinness Nitro cold brew coffee beer. All the words there I really, really like. I like Guinness. I like Nitro stouts. I love coffee stouts. The interesting thing is it does not say anything in here about it being a stout. Nitro cold brew coffee beer. 4% alcohol, light beer with cold brew coffee and natural coffee flavor. Okay, so light beer. Now, a regular Guinness usually comes in about 4% alcohol, I believe. That is a light beer alcohol-wise, so maybe that's what they mean when they mean light beer, or maybe they're saying it's like having a Coors Light with some coffee in it. I hope it's not that. But we're going to find out. Because Guinness does do more than just the stout that we all know and love. One of the early episodes I did on this show, I did some alternate Guinness beers. They do a hop house lager that I really, really like. The other one I featured at that time was a blonde ale that I wasn't super thrilled with. But they do a lot of stuff. So who knows what's in this can? We're going to find out right away. Now, I did a video a couple weeks ago of a local Nitro beer. And that on the can, it said you're supposed to shake it for 30 seconds before cracking it open and hard pouring it. This does not specify anywhere on here about shaking it. So I'm not going to do that. I actually spent some time before doing this video on some shoddy internet research to find out if I should be doing that or not. And I came across an article that said not to shake a Guinness Nitro. So I'm just going to go with that. I don't even remember what the source of that article was, but it doesn't say so on the can, so I'm not going to do that. So unfortunately, we will not have the shake cam today. I know it's a big disappointment. That is pretty cutting edge technology. However, we do have the hard pour cam. The hard pour cam, of course, was created by Shane from Shane's Craft Beer Review. Really cutting edge stuff. I did some tweaks here to make it my own thing, but I still have to give Shane credit for coming up with the hard pour cam, which we're going to take a look at right away once we pop this open. All right. And I always love the pop of a Nitro. And because I just said that, can you hear that rattle? Yeah, pretty cool, eh? Okay. All right, let's pop this open and see what we got. I can smell the coffee already. That is a gorgeous cascade. Wow. Oh man, that is the kind of cascade that dreams are made of. That is incredible. If I had better camera equipment, if that's like what you see in a commercial, that is amazing. That's what hard pouring is all about right there. That cascade. Look at that. Amazing. All right, I love that. All right, as I said, I can smell the coffee. As soon as I popped that open, I could smell the coffee. Big, strong coffee aromas. If you don't like coffee, you're not going to like this beer. We know that much already. Of course, if you don't like coffee, would you buy the cold brew coffee beer? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, I'm just going to, there's a little bit left in the can. I'm just going to top that up there. One of these days, I'll be brave on my nitro hard pour and pour the whole thing out with chicken out at the end. Or I just need a slightly bigger glass. I don't know. All right, let's take a closer look at this. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That is amazing. Amazing. All right. Yeah. Oh man, I'm getting a bit of a sweet note just from that little taste off my finger there. This is gonna be good. Yeah, it's like just amazing coffee. Like it's almost like walking into a coffee shop. That is so strong. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna give this a try. Cheers, my friends. That is incredibly smooth, as you would expect from a Guinness Nitro. Incredibly smooth. On the nose, it was really sweet. There was a big sweetness on the nose. Not so much sipping it. There's a little bit there, like initially, but there's a nice bitter finish to it too. Yeah, I don't like sugar in my coffee. I don't like my coffee too sweet. So, yeah, the bitter finish is kind of what I want in a coffee beer. This is damn good. That's quite nice. And yeah, not disappointed at all by the color. It's not a Coors Light with coffee in it, so that's good. It does have that same kind of a mouthfeel you get from the Guinness, which is, a fairly light body with a creaminess, especially on the end. That is all present, but just with that really strong coffee flavor. That is really quite nice. Is it the best coffee beer I've ever had? Probably not. At the end, I get that bitterness that I want, but it's just a little more of a thin note at the end that I'm usually used to. It's like the initial sip is, yeah, it's nice. It's creamy. You get the coffee. You do get a bitter finish, but I want more of that creaminess on the end too. I don't quite get it there. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I bought a 4-pack of these and I'm happily going to drink them all. It's a very good beer. But I do know I have had some better coffee stouts in the past, or coffee beers. I had a coffee cream ale recently that I really liked. That might be my favorite coffee beer I've ever had. I don't know if I've done that on the show or not. I'm gonna have to go back and look. If I have, I'll leave a link to it. And if I haven't, we'll do an episode on that soon. But yeah, this is quite nice. Yeah, no complaints. Yeah, it's, I gotta say too, as I go, it's like one of those beers that, like, I'll have one sip, love it, next sip, next one, just like love it again. Yeah, it didn't have exactly what I wanted on the finish, but the more I sip from it, the more I like it. So that's a really good thing. Who knows? By the time I finish this, it might be my favorite coffee beer. All right. Well, thank you all so much for dropping by the Terry Isle Basement Pub. Again, I want to wish you all a happy St. Patrick's Day. Don't drink any green beer because that's just wrong. Get a Guinness, get a Kilkenny, get something your local craft breweries are doing in the spirit of Irish beer. All right, if your local craft brewery is doing a green beer, maybe allow that. I don't know, but generally the green beer thing is just weird. Who needs a Coors Light with green food coloring? I know I don't. Anyways, thanks again for dropping by. We'll see y'all again real soon. Cheers, my friends.
I'm tired and I need to go home. Been here all week just drinking